in because
Sure.
I feel like you can start the game right now.
All right. So I'll just introduce the teams real quick.
Yeah.
So it looks like the sort of layout of the map is like more like east versus west. So towards the east, we have the Heresy team. We've got so Sato on the. I'm kind of wondering if I should call him left or right. I think I'll go with right. Just looking
Hmm.
at it from the top.
Right.
So Sato in purple playing as the Ethiopians. On the opposite flank, we have Nili playing in the yellow as the Britons. And we have Fëanor, Timotheus himself, in the teal or cyan in the pocket playing as the Franks. To the west side of the map, we have Aftermath. So towards their left flank, we have in the green Leary playing as the Khmer. Interesting civ choice.
Yeah, man.
To their pocket, we have in the red, we have Hart playing as the Franks. It's a bit of a Frank mirror as far as the pockets are concerned. And to their right flank, we have in the blue Hera playing as the Ethiopians as well. It's a bit of an Ethiopians war towards the south flanks, and the pockets are obviously mirrored as well.
Hmm.
The odd one out is just the north flanks.
Exactly, exactly. As you just said with the Khmer. Just for the viewers, the reason why Joshua now called slightly different colors is because I switched to Warman's cold colors for the flank wars to be more visible for the viewers because it might be a bit confusing.
Oh,
But that's
I had
just
I had no idea that was even possible.
yeah, and capture it's interestingly possible. I've never used it because normally I have people like Kiris, for instance, who always complain when I use things like that change the original colors. But that's another story for another day. But let's talk about the Khmer pick over here, man. I mean, of course, what's gonna happen in a 3v3 as a Khmer is that someone is gonna skip the barracks most likely and go for double archery range, super aggression.
Mhm.
How do you feel about this? Isn't that too risky here? What kind of move is that?
I mean, it can definitely be risky with, especially in a team game setting of this magnet of like this kind of skill rating and this kind of magnitude. You're guaranteed to see the flanks, the pockets going for scouts. So having no, I think Leary and Hart are going to have to be super coordinated to make sure that Leary doesn't get caught out of position by a bunch of scouts. Because once that happens, he won't have that barracks to create defensive spears, and then he's basically screwed at that point.
Mm, yeah, for sure. It's very, very risky. And as you said, coordination is the key here. But we can strongly assume that they are on the team speak. I mean, at this point in this game, they are most likely just communicating that there's no tomorrow. But I find it
Mhm.
odd for sure. As you said, it is very risky. And in my opinion, also, I just wonder for what reason. As in, is it really worth it to go for this kind of aggression? Is Leary gonna finish the game in field age already? Is that the plan? We'll see. Because Khmer, as we
Well,
all know, it's gonna be tough in the late game on Arabia as a flank. I don't know. Don't like it too much.
yeah, I don't either. Chimera is not is far from my favorite civ on
Hmm.
just about any kind of map setting, unless maybe it's like Pocket Black Forest or whatnot.
Yeah, pretty much, man. Pretty much. Nothing you can do against those elephants, right? So,
Then again, Leary being the micro nerd that he is, working his magic with ranged units, who knows? We might be able to see some sick plays here,
yeah,
or
that is
as you say,
definitely possible.
sick plays.
Sick place, man. Exactly.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. So there we go. Hart is going for the loom upgrade already, and he's the first one to actually click up here. And as he has the Franks, and as he has the pocket, most likely, according to the meta nowadays, and for a long time already, he's gonna go for the scouts. The question is, where is he gonna go to? My guess is to the left-hand side. But now that we've talked about the Khmer and the aspect of them saving potential wood as they can skip the barracks, Larry has the barracks up and he is producing
Okay.
militia and he is on gold. He's straggling potentially, or he's gonna get two vills on there. What is happening, man? Is he actually gonna go for Drush archers? What
Yeah,
is this?
it's okay. So he looks like he won't be playing super risky because, I mean, it's certainly not like the last series where it's going to be like pretty one-sided. I think Heresy, I think, definitely has the potential to keep up with AM. I'd say, even though I'd still think it's pretty much AM favored. But I don't know. I mean, AM's a bit more of an established team. Heresy, a bit of an up and coming one. So I don't know, but Lyra is just going to be playing this one safer.
Mm. Yeah, indeed. It's interesting. At the same time, I still feel going for a drush like that, depending on what exactly he's going to do, if that's a fast castle, I still regard that as risky because then he's not going to have an impact in the game at all after his militia has died. But we'll see when that is going to happen because his drush is now arriving, and very soon he's going to harass Nilly here. Liri versus Nilly now happening, and I do love these quick walls by the German player, all successful, able to survive against the Austrian one for now. In the south, we see how another set of militias are now approaching. Hera is there in order to say hi to Sito here. Let's see how this is going, because for Sito, he has the Ethiopians, and very soon we can expect some archers, and it might be that the militia will be too late as they will face archers very soon.
I believe I'm a little bit behind from based on the commentary you're giving. What's your time?
10, 55, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, okay, in that case we are synced up because I knew I was behind for a little bit.
Right, awesome.
Hopefully this doesn't happen too often. It happens to me when I co-cast with Nova all the time.
Yeah, it's just, sometimes a bit screwed up. As screwed up as what's happening currently to Sito.
Oh no!
Look at this, bit awkward there.
Two villagers are one villager's trapped. She's gonna die.
Yeah, that one is dead. That one is dead. That is good value for the men-at-arms here, and it is actually working.
I'm surprised only one man-at-arms died from all that TC fire.
Oh yeah, exactly.
That's absurd.
Yeah, indeed. That's very strange. As a matter of fact, these militias are still around there and inside of Nilly's base. Very soon that they managed to actually surpass that house. And, oh, just one militia survived. So that was unfortunate. Lyri gambled too high, and then he's not going to have an impact with his militia anymore. And it's time for him to go for the next stage. He has how many villas? 27. So that is indeed a fast castle. With Khmer, of course, you could now try to skip further buildings and click up as soon as possible. But he has 0 gold, by the way, due to the things that are currently happening in the south of Lyri's base. For real, what is this? Fino doing an absolutely fantastic job actually denying these villagers from the gold. Very good.
Yep, just that coordination we're talking about.
Yeah.
And of course, Fëanor with Franks. An Irish bro with the Franks. Do not underestimate them.
Oh yeah, I can confirm. This is the key to some very successful moves. The Irish bros are famous for that one, especially his big bro Melkor. Definitely Fëanor trying his best as well, and we can see it. On the other side, inside of Fëanor's base, 3 scouts, very soon 4 and 5 scouts are arriving, the ones of heart that is, and they will try to harass the villas of Fëanor, but Fëanor has his spearmen ready. Might be that the scouts will overwhelm though, because it's Franks, and that might be a bit too much for the spearmen to deal with. But successfully 2 scouts are going down, but the Ville's not fast enough with the quick walls and about to be killed here very soon.
Ooh, 1 down.
Oh yeah, that is not going too well.
It's pretty unfortunate because it looks like Fëanor was almost fully walled. So this spot's he's gonna be delayed in walling up this last part of his base over here.
Yeah, very sure. That was very ambitious of him to actually do this, and he's been punished for that one.
Watch out, Hart! Don't get stabbed. He got.
Yeah, that was a free poke there.
Got 1 stab him.
Yeah, more scouts on the way. What is actually happening inside of Hart's base? Could you explain this to me? What is Fëanor doing there? This parked his
base. Oh my god. Okay. It's just him struggling to manage being attacked in his base and trying to attack at the same time.
Exactly. That's pretty much it.
He's trying to kill off this farm. There's too much HP for that, man.
Yeah.
Spearman coming through. It's just 1 spearman to 5 scouts. I think you can... Oh, but 2 of these scouts are like half dead. 1's almost dead, so... Might actually not be that favorable of an engagement, actually.
Yeah, that might be a bit too much. Lyri is on the way to the next stage. He has sold his stones, by the way, due to that market. He has been actually able to do that. So I find that so far he hasn't done anything with his Khmer bonus, if I can put it like that, because he's placed the blacksmith, he has placed the market, and yeah, it's just a regular dirty fast castle here as he had no gold, and he had to sell it, and he still is without the gold. He's now going for the siege workshop in order to be able to just deal with any incoming archers of Nili here. But Nili, in my opinion, did a great job together with the others, especially Fëanor, to make sure that Lyri is in an absolutely bad position here.
Wonder if Leary over Teamski saying like, Hera, you coach this dude too well. I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, man. What have you done there? Indeed, indeed. It's looking quite grim here for Larry. And at the same time, Fëanor also struggling now, as you said it correctly. He will struggle to finish that wall, and that is the current state. Fëanor still open. There's a set of archers here. Together with fletching, they will be powerful enough to overwhelm the villagers for a nice amount of time. And indeed, the effect of that one quite visible, as Fëanor now with massive amount of idle time, going for some market with 9 volts or so and more idols. It's actually quite insane here currently. Economical damage that a set of archers can create. And for Hera also in a defensive stance as he deals with Sito's army.
So AM has a flank struggling, and Heresy has their pocket struggling. I would
Exactly.
like to think that a struggling pocket's worse in a team game.
Yeah,
I could be wrong on that.
yeah. It really depends on how bad it is, but Fëanor indeed is suffering a lot currently. He has 0 military. He has massive idle time as said. There's currently 24 villagers only building stuff or moving around. And now we have an oversaturated gold and stuff like that. It's not in order to mock Fëanor at all. Fëanor is my bro here, not my real bro, but we are bros in the soul. And I want to just point out that it's actually unfortunate to see how he is under pressure. And as I said, it's with a Franks player not able to have an impact in the castle age just like that. That might be very hurtful for the outcome in the castle age in general. Just it will be a tough one to actually make something out of it, because I fear that Hart will be very good, at least for now. He's stabilized. He has
Yeah,
2 stables up.
he's gonna be up about 50 seconds earlier, and he's gonna be start pumping out knights. If he can support one of his flanks, I would. Actually, I was gonna say he looked like he would have supported Leary, but it looks like Leary's got the situation under control with a couple of defensive scorpions.
Yeah, yeah. So
Where
nice to
will he
see.
go?
Nice to see that. I mean, it feels super strange that he goes for scorpions. It is strange, and it is actually also. I mean, I don't like to say this too often, but is that a troll strat what he's doing? Because, but at the same
Could
time,
be, but
they're useful for the moment being, right? He is able to defend himself. That's a fact, at least for now.
I mean, I would like to think they would be taking this kind of thing at least somewhat seriously because this is a tournament.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, having chosen Khmer, they're not going for full aggression, but some Drush fast castle. It's strange. But yeah, still, as a matter of fact, of course, scorpions are still very powerful. It's just strange to see them outside of their base, right? Normally I would see them full defensively, then they can snipe crossbows quite easily, but at the moment, the only things being sniped are villagers by Nili. He does a great job, actually, sniping them one by one. Quite a nice performance there. And now the question is,
The
what is
extra
Hart going to
range that
do?
these Chimera Scorpions get also is really helpful to counteract the extra range bonus that the Britons get on their crossbows. But
Yeah, yeah,
Leary's
yeah.
still suffering losses, and he got his monastery denied. What was that monastery for? He wasn't going to think about picking up relics, right?
I guess he just want to protect himself against Fëanor's potential army of knights or something like this. Some anticipation, but it is strange. It is very strange. For that one, Hart is now arriving to save the day. He was not able to actually focus on another opponent, even though right now on the right-hand side things are getting more serious. Sito still not in cast age. There is a set of crossbowmen and skirmishers chasing his army, together with 2 knights of Hart. If Hart was just able to invest more knights on the right-hand side, Sito would be about dead. But he must help out his teammates on the left-hand side, and it's still chaotic. It's still chaotic. The monastery is out now that you've mentioned, but where is this going, man? Where is this going? How do you estimate this? It's still terrible for Lyri, to be honest.
I mean, the main concern I have right now, Nomad pointing out how this combo of units can deal with very well the scorpions and like the knights and the monks and whatnot. But the main issue is that if you're going for something as slow as like scorpions for whatever, you're kind of giving up map control.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think Nili and Fëanor are just going to be able to power it on. And that seems to be what's going on right now. We have Fëanor and Nili's armies just right up Leary's grill. We have
Yeah.
Hearts struggling to try and take a proper engagement against this combo. He has a decent number of knights, but I don't think it's enough to be able to tackle all of this. He needs some reinforcements, and he needs Leary to do something. He's pumping out a monk. He's got one scorpion inside his siege workshop, but looks like that's about it.
It's really far from ideal here. I mean, if you look at the villager numbers as well, for instance, Hart, the boomer, he has 58 vills. Larry in comparison, 33, and 12 of them are idle now. It looks so bad all of a sudden for the Austrian player. I mean, for a long time now, that monastery, how much of an impact is it going to have? Are they waiting for some kind of momentum to actually engage? Main questions to be asked, is Larry actually going to get out of this situation at any point? Fino is inside of his base, just casually chilling
Oh,
there
dear.
with 7 knights.
You're trying to quick wall here. He will be successful, but at what cost? His entire economy is idle.
Yeah,
Well, half of it is idle.
it's terrible. It's terrible.
By
If you look,
hard engaging Nilly's crossbows, most of them will die off.
yeah. So
It's Fianor with the support.
we'll
What do their
wait if
upgrades
Hart's
look
gonna
like?
engage. Maybe it's gonna happen right now. But I
Well,
also
Fëanor's pretty massively behind on upgrades by the looks of it. Hart has +2 defense and forging,
oh yeah.
and Fëanor has neither.
And
So he needs to be pretty careful not to take a bad engagement here.
the interesting thing about that one, also in addition, is Hart has more military numbers in comparison to Fëanor. So you might say
He also has a much bigger economy.
yeah. Normally you would say if you see a couple of knights that have all the upgrades, you cannot expect too much of numbers concerning the knight output because you have invested into technologies, but it's the other way around now. The guy with the technologies has the numbers and, as you said, the bigger economy. Very surprising, but Hart has been given enough time to go for this. The engagement currently happening. Actually, still,
Oh, Fëanor taking
Fino
the
is
hill.
taking it heavily.
Is that enough?
Actually.
Is that enough to make up for the fact that he's lacking upgrades?
I mean, currently he is actually
See.
chasing Hera, interestingly, but into the
Yeah,
monk.
it looks like it was enough. Yeah, Hart forced to run out, trying to run back to Leary for support. Will Leary grab a conversion? No,
Yeah.
he won't. It looks like husbandry came in just at the right time.
Very
Could
interesting.
have gotten a conversion without it.
Very
knows?
interesting. Just to point this one out as well, Sito is constantly under pressure. The set of crossbowmen of Hera keeps him busy, and Sito is sitting on 27 villagers,
Mike is too high.
16 of which are idle. I'm just saying.
I can adjust it real quick. I think it's a Discord issue.
Oh yeah, you mean the sound? I mean, I can just adjust the voice as well, really quickly, but I cannot get out of capture
No.
without any issues for
Yeah,
the stream.
I'll just adjust it on my end.
Okay.
I'll just try and speak normally, like how it would sound if I'm casting. See if this is better. I turned it down by about maybe 20% or so.
Okay. Let's try it out like this. For me, it's awesome. So everything is good. We'll be able to
Foobarb.
get this one out.
I think you were the one who pointed that out. How do I sound now? Better?
Should be fine now, I guess.
Hopefully it's better. If it gets out of hand again, just make sure you let me know, and I'll be able to adjust it.
Exactly. We'll take care of it together. No problem at all. But yeah, it seems that Fëanor, no, not Fëanor, but Sito is actually has struggled way more, but judging by the amount of skeletons that we see here, than Libby, for instance. Libby is on 36 bills, Sito on 31. Both, let me point it out. Libby, of course, playing the Aftermath strat without Wheelbarrow. So yeah, that's also not too good, so I don't think that Libby is too much ahead. It's still really bad for him as well.
He's still on 1 TC. That is astounding. And yet somehow he's above. So even though he's technically behind in score to like the next lowest, which is Sito, on Fëanor's team, on the Heresy team, he's still actually slightly ahead in villagers.
Yeah,
That's pretty crazy.
Strange actually that we have this kind of situation. I just wonder what is going to happen out of this. Nearly the first one to reach Imperial Age, and that might be that. I mean, it might happen that we'll have a lot of Arbalists engaging very soon. Even though I don't like
if they can
Nearly's numbers concerning the military.
Let's see what Heart's Eco is looking like. He's still a little ways away from Imperial Age because he's still spamming knights like there's no tomorrow. His gold count's looking really low. So I think Nilly has a good shot here. If he can mass up enough crossbows on his way to Imperial Age and get the power spike with ARPs, I think they can kill Leary at least. And hopefully, Sito on the other side will be able to survive. Hera, which is not going to be easy because Hera has like over double the economy, and he also has, well, their military counts are actually the same,
Hmm.
roughly the same, but yeah, eco difference is just astronomical at
Yeah,
this
it's
point.
insane. It's insane. This game is actually quite of an example for economical differences. I also see some stuff by Lyri here. He's going forward with a set of villagers as well as mangonels. You don't see this one too often, man. We see this in Arena more, you know, it's a huge set of mangonels marching around with monks and stuff like that. But hey, he's been protected by a decent amount of knights, I reckon. So this is where he gets his confidence from. I'm just still surprised what he does with these vills. Does he want to go for a forward castle? He is on stone, but just with 3 vills. And at the same time, man, there's a huge army of Nili and Fëanor now about to go in. Nili gonna drop
Oh
his
my
own
god.
siege workshop very forward. This might catch Lyri with his pants down, if I might say
Yeah,
this.
this is like Blitzkrieg AoE 2 version. Fëanor's about to
Yeah.
Fëanor's about to experience it full force right now.
Wow. Okay, Hart might be able to deal some damage. The question is Nili gonna do the same thing here? Double siege workshop on that hill, which is gonna be very, very annoying for Lyri, zoning off that gold as well for him. But as you said it, Hart is there, and he has a decent amount of knights here. That's color, and these knights remind me of some team games with Nomad back in the days. But no, this is Hart, and he is about to take down the TCs.
Harkton, yeah, take down that TC. Like, that has no ranged upgrades.
Yeah, no problem for him. No problem for him. And what is Libby gonna do? First of all, what is this? What is this? You see those gates, man? It's beautiful.
Where?
It's beautiful.
Sorry.
It's just awesome. Man,
Wait,
what he
near
does.
whose base are we talking about?
Fëanor, inside of Fëanor's base. Those gates of Lyric here. What he does there, man. He's just creating those walls to keep his mangonels alive, so he can deal extra damage while being safe.
Oh, don't kill your teammates' knights, man. Yeah, Fëanor backing up to kind of. Oh, that's a diagonal gate. They can come through. Ooh, 2 knights get blasted into oblivion.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it was a
Through
fun
that
idea,
TC.
but these mangonels actually dealt a lot of damage to Heart's knights as well. So that was far from ideal, I would reckon. At least it seemed like it.
So in doing this, I think Nili's initial game plan was to get up to Imperial, to get the power spike for Arbs, and then try to pressure Lyri out. But I guess AM's plan was to have Hart pressure the pocket so that it forces the slow foot archer based army to try and come around to support Fëanor. And like lack of speed on Nili's army is really making Fëanor suffer right now.
Yeah, someone else is suffering and hurting a lot, and that is Sito still. 40 vills. Just 40 vills. Just like Lyri, actually, right? But he's up against Hera all the time. Hera with Arbalists here. Sito still in Castle Age. He has 3 military units versus 28 of Hera. Very grim situation for the French player. He's going to struggle a lot for the time being. Question, of course, is Heresy going to make a difference here to shift the focus in a way? But Larry is playing really annoying here, which is great. I mean, he does a great job.
Lyri's considered a micro nerd, but how
Yeah.
good is his monk micro, I wonder?
Yeah, it's difficult. I mean, especially if you're up against Arbalists, there's not much of micro that you can talk about. Normally, it's a sin, as we can see right now, to go up with monks against ranged units like Arbalists like that. It does not work really nicely.
Especially Britain's ranged units. Paladin coming in for Hart. He's gonna get a lot of value out of this. He's got a lot of Cavalier back at home.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I mean, right now on the screen I have 24, and they're marching forward. They will assist Lyri very soon. Lyri
This
is
is gonna
just...
be too much. This is gonna be too much for Fëanor to handle, I think.
But he's in there now. Look at this. Look at this.
Now.
These mangonels are now being sniped. It looked really funny. It was entertaining, but in the end, it was also a bad joke here because nothing has happened. Nothing has come out of this kind of forward maneuver here. Fëanor,
Look at Lyri with a toxic tower action. He's denying the stones off of Fëanor.
yeah, but now as you mentioned, Hart with the soon incoming Paladin upgrade and a set of 24 units here is going to approach. And as I said, Fëanor might not be able to deal with this without any help. He cannot count on Sito because Sito is practically
Sito is
completely
just about
out for the game.
dead.
Yeah. completely out of the game here currently. But so
Yeah,
is Leary,
that's what
man.
the eco
Look at what
almost a
Nilly is doing.
100 leer difference.
Yeah, exactly. 100. We're in a situation where we talk about 100 mil differences here. Sito even is healthier than Leary, as unbelievable as it sounds. Even though he has a lot of idols, 35 mils versus 21, and Leary is gonna take him apart unless Heart is gonna make the difference here. Now with a set of what, 12 paladins approaching, but we have the Arbus ready as well. And very soon, Nilly also going to join the game with his own halberdiers. And then that will be a bad trade for the Paladins very soon. How's it going to go? Who is going to die faster, man?
Nilly needs to forward a ton. Well, I say forward as in towards Fëanor's side. Just mass up like 10 barracks and just keep pumping out halberdiers out of all of them.
Yeah.
Looks like he can't do that. He's just invested so much in this capped ram and arbalest push to Lyra's base, which is getting cleaned up by Heart's Paladins right now.
Yeah. Yeah. They
Almost fully upgraded. Yeah, there we go. It's pretty much hopeless for them.
That's so unfortunate. They took out Leary, but as you said it,
Heart even grabbed Chivalry. So yeah, this Paladin spam was not going to stop.
Yeah, this is unfortunate because if Fëanor was just safer, if Fëanor was more protected, if he has the more stable economy, it could have been a longer game. In my opinion, Nilly did an acceptable job, but the decision to go in there, just as you said it, with the cap rams, made his economy, shaped his economy in a way that he was not able to invest into more and into something fast to deal with a 2v1 situation. And yeah, they were just caught off guard completely in the end. It's interesting. They've just
it's a matter of both sides let one flank die, and then hopefully the other two can carry.
Exactly.
But yeah, AM's team, their side carried better. Let's look at the achievements.
Yeah, sure. Let me try that one. I've never attempted it, but it should maybe work. Nope. Oh, actually, it can work like this. Let me try it out with some pink Age of Empires.
Looks generally more favored for AM's team. Just look at that KD ratio for Heart. That's what the value of Paladins can get you.
Wow. That's a nice ratio, actually, indeed. I like to see that.
Oh, I'm looking at... Oh. I thought that was Capture Age for a second. I was looking over the stream on my phone. Just like a whole bunch of purple right there.
Yeah.
Or pink.
Don't even ask why that happened. I have no idea. It's just, interesting. Interesting time. So yeah, as I said, the military stuff is quite impressive from Heart. From Sito, it's very unfortunate. Even Nilly took more losses in the end, but he played, I believe, an acceptable. He had an acceptable role. The way he just played it was actually quite decent, in my opinion. Yeah, economy-wise,
for Fëanor, at least, I think the damage he took from Feudal Age kind of snowballed at that point, because I think he, like I said, like throughout the mid game, he was behind in upgrades compared to Heart on his knights, and I think his Vil count was consistently a bit lower too, and that kind of snowballed out of control. So that when Leary and Heart decide to launch a massive blitzkrieg on Fëanor in the pocket, like there's just no way he could recover from that.
Yeah,
I think that's what ultimately killed him. But good effort from Heresy. They try to tough it out despite those setbacks, and
yeah, they tried their best. It was actually an interesting match that showed us that Heresy might have a shot to win a couple of games here. So let's find out about this one by going to the next game. So once again, let's launch the games and then try to sync it up. It went actually quite nicely. Score is 1-0 for Aftermath. It's the best of 5. More games to come, and for everyone who is new to the stream, keep in mind that we'll have a raffle in the end of the series. We had the Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition, and today, right now, we'll do the raffle for the Voobly Premium, for which you just need to type in !raffle. If you are a follower, that is going to work. And subs get double the chances to succeed. Just type in !raffle and you're part of it. And in the end of the series, we'll choose the winner of this one. Until then, I wish you a lot of fun together with me, DemEyesRed, and my beloved co-caster Joshua. And we'll start with the next game in a second. Are you in the game?
Yeah, I just paused at 0 again.
Awesome. So let's call it again. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, and I'll also launch the game for the
Oh,
stream
I
as
was
well.
on. Oh, no. I put it on fast forward by accident.
No
Damn it.
worries, no worries.
Sorry, can you pause it real quick? Where are you paused at?
Just a second, just a second. I'll do it. I'm at 33 seconds.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so
Do
then
another
again,
countdown.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right,
So
cool.
okay, that has worked, and I'll let you do the announcement again if you like.
Okay, so map layout, once again, it's like an east and west kind of deal, except looks like their teams are flipped compared to the last map. So starting from their west side of the map, we have, okay, so starting with, looks like, what about their colors?
Yeah,
They're
just don't
probably,
mention them. Just say the names, and I'll
all
know
right, all
what's on.
right.
So,
All right, so starting with Heresy's team, I guess.
okay.
To their left flank, we have Fëanor, and he's playing as the Slavs. In the pocket, we have Sito playing as the Spanish. And to the opposite flank, we have Nili playing as the Celts. For
Yeah,
AM's side, towards the east side, we have their rightmost flank, we have Leary as the Mayans. To their pocket, we have Hart playing as the Spanish. And we have Hera on the opposing flank, on their left flank, playing as the Britons.
exactly. So that's that. Both sides have Spanish. Before we continue, though, I want to see what Leary is doing, because Leary is aggressively scouting, and he might be able to take a boar here. He has Mayans after all, and he sees the goats, and he sees the boar. What is his reaction? Is he going to take it? In my opinion, he is going to do it, but he's going to wait for the enemy scout, and that is Nili, of course, here. And wonderful stuff by Nili, directly taking that boy. That was definitely the more dangerous boy. The other one is quite safe in the back, and that has worked. Very, very simple solution here. Everything worked according to the plan for Nili. Good. So, two teams with Spanish. I always like this. On Oasis, that's going to matter. If we have a long game, that is going to be the key to have wonderful trade, and also in the meantime to have them in a position where they can apply pressure, especially if we point out the very positions for Cito. He is in the pocket, as I said, with the Spanish, and the other one is also pocket Spanish. So no real aggression, right? As in no super rush or something. They might join the game a bit later. We'll see about this one. Besides that, we have Slavs vs Britons on the left-hand side, and we have Celts versus Mayans. Do you have any comments about these matchups on the sides? Any rough ideas?
Most only really in a 1v1 Arabia kind of setting.
Yeah.
I mean, because for example, Slavs are heavily favored against Britons in that setting. Britons have like a sub 40% win rate against Slavs in that setting. Here
Nice.
I'm not so sure, because I think still I don't really know how the dynamics change much for Oasis. I think it's definitely more of a campy map, obviously, than Arabia.
For sure. We will have a
So I
long
wonder
game. We will have a
So I
long game.
wonder if, having better ranged units, the Britons having better ranged units is going to be as impactful as if this were Arabia. But
Yeah.
yeah, I can't really comment too much about that because I don't see Oasis a lot.
Okay. Just for everyone's information, so Oasis tends to be a long game, as some walling is going to happen. But before the walling, normally some early aggression can happen. And if there are trash civilizations, they might go for it. If there are some scout civilizations, they might go for it. So it might be that Fëanor with the Slavs could say, you know what? I don't wall right now. I will make use of my fancy economy that I have due to my farms, and then I'll go for some aggression in Feudal Age. And on the other side, Hera could say, you know what? I'll maybe, I don't know, wall up in the meantime, just to make sure that this is not going to happen. Then we have Leary, who has the Mayans. He potentially is interested in walling this one up and to get his castle up in the mid game. Whereas Nili could go for man at arms and towers. I mean, he is fast after all, and he is indeed building that barracks right now. It might be that something is going to happen out of this. Fëanor also getting Loom right now, and he's going to click up very, very soon. So it might happen. Fëanor with the scouts, and potentially Nili with man at arms. Something we'll have to figure out. Yeah, it's indeed going to happen. Nili is going for man at arms.
Leary's starting to wall up a little bit. Not sure if he's going to be able to finish in time, not with just one village or building.
Yeah, he's chilling at the moment. Leary is chill mode, for sure. Lily also tried to be as toxic as possible, which I love to see. He tried to deny a boar lure and stuff like that. Was just more
Uh,
annoying than effective, but still the effort is given, and I appreciate to see this, that he is trying to be, well, as present as possible with his behavior. And now we see how the first players are going for the next stage. So Hera, Hart, and then Sito, basically. Um, let's see where this is going, especially from Hera. He has 2 wills on gold. Might be mad arms into arches here from him.
yeah, he
And
just. I just saw him. I just saw. Oh, did you say Hera?
yeah, Hera, exactly, on the left hand side.
I just saw him put 4 building a mining camp and then 2 just building the barracks now.
Yeah, exactly. So I reckon that he might be interested in a kind
Just
of
straight archers or something.
straight arches. Yeah, okay.
But on 20 pop, is that possible?
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't like to see that. That's very, very draining. For that one, you must have a perfect economy.
I mean, if he just wants to go for 1 range, I guess that's okay, but at the
he is going
second
for
range
double
later.
ranges, I guess. Yeah. So no blacksmith for a long time, maybe. Is that it? Is that it? I find this very, very strange. As you said it, this is something extremely important to point out. Is he going to be able to afford this economically? On the right-hand side, we see Nili indeed going for what has been mentioned. It's going to be men arms, and they can be paired with the most beautiful aspect of the game, exactly, towers.
Oh. Yeah. Look at the location he's placed in that tower. He can tower hop.
You could tower hop, right? That is possible?
Because yeah, I've seen it done before, and I've also done it myself.
He's
I wonder
doing it.
I wonder if Nilly will know about it though.
Yeah, he knows about it. He's up there. In case
Oh,
I'm
he
too
does.
far ahead,
There
I'm
we
at
go.
1140 for your information.
Oh yeah, I was a little bit behind, and then
No
I
worries.
fast forward a little bit. Yeah, I'm now I'm roughly synced up.
Okay, so
Oh,
let's
he's
check
gonna
out.
even drop an archery range inside. Up
Really?
Lyra's grill.
Wow. I mean, he
Wow.
needs to go for skirms, by the way, to make it affordable, because he's up against Mayans. He will not be able to just go for archers and win that one, economically speaking. He still has 2 votes on gold, interestingly. He needs to focus on skirms, in my opinion, but we'll see about this one. How realistic that is going to be. Left-hand side, what is happening here? Really? Not too much, actually. Everything seems
We got
somewhat
militia,
under
we
control.
got scouts, we got archers. Damn.
I think the situation on the left-hand side is acceptable. Right-hand side is more of a chaotic
Oh
one.
no, Fëanor getting cut out by
Actually go
archers.
through here, man? He went through the gates. What is Lily doing? And how well is Lily actually applying pressure? I love it. I love it. It's wonderful. The
Oh,
pressure of Lily.
Sito is there as well. Oh, I think these archers are dead.
Wow. It's
Oh, he's
incredible.
gonna deny, and Nilly's gonna deny both of his wood lines.
That's a perfect
That
tower,
tower
actually.
placement is perfect.
He's gonna wall in the vills? Nah, come on, man. That can't be possible. He cannot make it. Cannot make. Oh no! What is this? Okay. Now Hart is part of the game as well, and the vills are dying. Okay, great effort, but I do not believe that this is gonna work anymore for Nilly, at least. All of his villagers are getting killed. On top of this one, of course, the skirms gonna be cleaned up by the enemy scouts. I trusted those man-at-arms maybe a bit too much here, but I thought that he's gonna keep any potential skirms of his just safe. But there's one villager still surviving, man. Wow, great value for Nilly. Great value.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
He can finish
I'm
the
very impressed.
tower.
That's very, very impressive.
Yes, he can finish the tower. He just walled it in.
Yeah, that's it.
Unless
So
the archers come, which they won't in time. They're too distracted by their skirms. And the tower's up.
wow. For the record, on the left-hand side, it's Hera attempting to go in there with his archers, and Fëanor trying his best to keep everything safe. But right-hand side, this was real chaos here, and it's still not over because Sito is actually also doing a great job keeping both opponents busy and nearly dropping another archer range, believe it or not.
The distance that he would have to go, even with a fast unit like scouts to support the other side, would be pretty insane.
Yeah.
So it looks like Sito is stuck helping out Nilly, even though Fëanor is struggling a bit. It's got defensive skirms, but I guess he underestimated the output rate of Britain archer ranges.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
a lot of archers here.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. And it's currently working really well for Hera when it comes to the pressure
Oh,
aspect.
great.
Skirms are ready as well.
Fëanor's trying to stonewall up the upper part of his base, and now he wasn't able to do that in time either.
Wow. Now Nilo is doing something ballsy over here. He's actually going for more archers, even though he still has 2 villas on gold. He might need to adjust that in case he's really interested in producing more archers. But up against Mayans, I don't like it too much because of the bonus of them.
Either.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bit too tough. But let's see. The first players are going for the next stage, by the way.
Celts might be stuck playing defensively. I mean, it looks like that's the route that Nilly's going to be taking because he's stonewalling. He's fully stonewalling the front of his base.
Yeah, great decision. Keep
Unless maybe he
safe.
wants to do something crazy in Castle Age, like forward a siege workshop or something, because Leary is just pure archers at this point.
That's gonna be very interesting.
Is Leary on stone? 4 villagers. That could be enough to afford a castle. Let's see his stone count. Only around 150. He might have to like mass rally like 4 or 5 more villas once he clicks up to Castle Age, if he wants that castle.
Yeah.
He already has a lot of archers out in the field. I doubt even if he does get the castle up, I'm kind of doubtful that he'll be switching into plumes. Might just be for obsidian arrows.
Could also be
obsidian arrows masterpiece.
Yeah, we've seen this already in this tournament once. It was actually the Outsiders, MBL, and the gang, and it was actually very successful.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, a real
obsidian arrows is freaking stupid. I think I'm okay with the bonus to like regular buildings because I think that can be partially counteracted with masonry.
Yeah,
assuming the player is diligent enough to get it. But I think the big problem I have is the additional 6 bonus damage they get to stone defenses.
Yeah, TCs,
so
for instance.
I think is just absolute. Do they count as stone defenses? Oh, because I know like walls, gates, towers, those kind of stone defenses.
I mean, even if they don't get any bonus, they just tear apart TCs with ease, right? And I don't think that it should be, it shouldn't be like this because you lose all the defenses. You cannot keep your villas safe anymore, and it's just insane.
Still freaking crazy.
Yeah, we'll see though what's gonna happen right now because Hart is in Castle Age, so is Cito, by the way. Both pockets are now trying to go for it. Those are the Spanish players, and both seem to be more interested in knights.
Leary rallied like 3 more villagers onto stone. He will want that castle eventually. What did he just spend his stone on? He had like 150 plus in his bank for a little while ago.
I know.
Did he sell it or something?
Or maybe place some other building? I really don't know what could have happened right now, but I just know that Cito is very soon gonna go inside of the enemy area, but I'm not entirely sure if he's gonna be successful about it. The defenses of Aftermath simply good enough, even though Hera is actually practically open, though he has his nice set of 29 archers, so Fëanor is still so busy that he cannot even think about going forward here.
Yeah, even if Cito makes conks, he needs a mass amount of them to even think about tackling that number of ranged units.
No, I don't think that he's gonna do that.
I think Fëanor would have to support him with siege, if that's going to be the case.
And he is not in a position to do this neither, right? And he's so busy.
Fëanor's eco is completely shot right now.
Yeah.
Too much wood, not enough of anything else. These are Slav farmers. These are Slav farmers we're talking about. He doesn't have enough food.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, well, actually, he's probably because he clicked up. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, he's clicked up, and he's the last one. He's actually the second last. Actually, Nilly is the last one to click up, but he also has most of the reasons to do that, right? He's invested so heavily.
And here comes Knights from Heart.
Wait a second. I just scrolled away. How are they able to go through there? Was there a gap or so? No, it's just me, right? Okay. I just
wait for Hera.
I got debated here. No, I was looking at the wrong side, man. That's good. It's good. Left hand side. Yeah, that is the danger.
It's because Hera just blew out a section of palisade wall, part of the wall that was just palisade.
Wow.
That archery range is GG.
Wow. Wow. What is Fino
Ooh.
gonna do now? It is so
What is he
unfortunate
gonna do?
because both Sito and Nili were actually kind of fine here. Especially what Nili did was very impressive. But now it's Fëanor who's about to lose everything, sitting on 22 villagers. And that is definitely not going to be enough to actually survive the situation. It might be even impossible to come back from this, though it is the Slav's
Yeah.
eco that he has access to. So maybe
Yep,
if
Slav eco that's idle. That's the problem.
exactly. So what needs to happen is that Sito needs to clean up everything, and which is of course
Oh
highly
my
idealistic
god.
here, and that Fëanor comes back from this. But yeah,
Yeah, there's no coming back from this.
yeah, it seems very bad now. It's a 2v3 situation, and that's going to be very terrible. Literally, indeed, as you called it, going for obsidian arrows very soon with crossbowmen, and then it might be that Nili also going to get shocked. Very tough. I'm not entirely sure how this is going
That
to
is a
go.
lot of archers. He's prioritizing that before crossbow and bodkin, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Also very
Why
interesting.
is that? He has the resources to get it. He's like trying to save up for imp.
Pretty much,
Oh
I
no, he's
guess.
not. He just bought a whole bunch of food.
Yeah,
But
but
why?
he's gonna go to imp, I guess. Then I mean, why else would he
Yeah, but
do
he
this,
just
right?
bought a
Yeah,
whole
he's
bunch of
indeed he's gonna go
food.
for imp. He's gonna go for imp.
Oh.
That is it. That is the sole reason. Literally is on the way very soon.
Uh,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, indeed. Just because what kind of move is that, right? It's very risky, but he probably estimates the situation very favorable for his team, for which he can just yeah, afford going for an economy wrecking move forward with a nice set 32 archers, soon to be arbalists very soon in the future maybe, but yeah, that is it, and Fëanor is out of the game. He's completely out of the game. 10 villagers. This is GG. This has been GG once they went in through, which I find, of course, unfortunate because of the efforts, especially from the German player, Nili. He did actually an acceptable job, but fortunately, that is not all. It's a team game, and the left-hand side, unfortunately, overwhelmingly strong by Aftermath.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not as crazy as the previous set, but I still would say uh, Heresy is a little bit outclassed here.
Yeah. Yeah.
These are fully upgraded Britain crossbows. These knights are almost fully upgraded.
Yeah, there's little you can do now. Now it's actually Sito's time to defend himself. He's going to be up against both crossbowmen and knights.
He has the numbers to take out this group of crossbows, I think. But yeah, he has more than enough knights to do this. But with support from Hearts Knights, I'm not so sure.
Yeah, I'm just currently just watching. I'm also fascinated by Lyri's. I was about to say by his macro, but actually he's taking quite some serious shots over here. It's just archers though, and he's able to take down two mangonels like that. But yeah,
Oh my god, how did they didn't? Yeah, dodging Kelp mangonels is not easy.
yeah.
Ooh, he killed like half of Lear's
Oh
army.
my god, man, lovely. Yeah, well, I mean, he's in a position where, as I said, he probably thinks it's over anyway. I can just lose everything and it wouldn't matter because one flank is dead. Very soon, the pocket is going to be dead.
Oh
And,
my
yeah,
god,
it's going to be over.
or losses.
Nah,
Look at
it's
that,
crazy.
man. I have never seen a pro player do this before, skipping out on even crossbow. And just prioritizing Imperial Age. For what purpose?
I mean, for the same purpose we've seen Khmer in the first game, I guess. If that makes sense, you know?
It's like Leary's supposed to be a punching bag or something for AM in this series. It's crazy.
I guess
Oh,
so. I guess so.
Now he's getting obsidian arrows. Okay, so he canceled it to get
Yeah.
the food and the gold necessary to click up. Now he's
Yeah.
getting obsidian arrows.
Another encounter with a Mangonel, by the way. I wonder if Nili's going to be able to deal with that or what
So
exactly.
Leary's just said, screw it to economy. He's just completely on wood and gold. He's just going to focus 100% on archer production.
Yeah. Why just arches, by the way? I mean, still.
That's what I'm wondering. Like,
Why
why?
still arches? Why still arches? Why still arches? For the love of God, why still arches? I mean, you said it. Prioritize Imperial Age. Go for obsidian arrows. Where's the crossbow upgrade? Where's the arbalest? Where's anything here?
Yeah, why did he go up to Imperial Age in this case?
He
This
doesn't even have a
makes no
university, by the
sense to
way.
me.
Yeah, this is strange. But hey, it's life. It's GG.
Did he lose a bet or something? Is he forced to do this now?
I don't know. Maybe
Oh
I don't
my
even want
god.
to. Um.
Neither do I.
Yeah.
Oh, Fëanor's dead. Sato is about dead.
Yeah, it's over, man. It's GG. They called us here, and
Ooh, Hart was like literally half a second away from Imperial Age. They resigned.
yeah,
Ah, Fëanor. That sucks to see.
it's very very unfortunate. But yeah, if that was enough to beat your opponent, then it was enough. I don't know.
Yeah, it's basically what it is. It's troll mode. I've literally never seen a pro player do this before. Like
Yeah.
in a serious game, like I doubt not a single pro player, like not a single player in the top ladder would say what Leary did was a good idea. I'd bet my left nut on that.
So
Okay,
yeah,
now he's getting bracer. Now he was getting bracer. That's great.
for me the
But
game is already over.
before,
By the way, I'm just saying. It's
yeah, I know.
just I'm gonna go out of here because you're right. I mean, this has maybe a lot of relations to trolling here, but more importantly, he still delivered. He still did damage, so I cannot blame him. It's still better than dropping outposts to say to write down fuck
Yeah,
lag
and
in a game. That is whole
F
different level.
flag kind of spelling out F flag.
Yeah. So that's that. That's that.
Oh, you're cutting out a little bit.
Yeah, I had a little drop here, I guess, but that
Oh.
is probably just gonna be temporary. So yeah, the score is 2-0 for Aftermath. That means that the next game is match point game. So let's go into that one, shall we?
Been using phrases like that since quite a long ways before I even started co-casting GPN. I haven't stolen it. I haven't stolen anything.
Yeah. Yeah, tiny frame rate, but not the end of the world. Of course, not the end of the world. And yeah, to the
I'll just
people who
fire.
say, why don't we just say it's trolling? Why don't we say this and that? It's mostly because, first of all, let's just, keep it as it is and describe what we're seeing. And, as long as we don't see anyone dropping outposts or, anyone insulting stuff and trash talking, I'm fine with it. In case everyone still is playing somewhat respectfully and going for archers, of course, he's not obliged to going for crossbowmen. He's not obliged to go for certain technologies. He still won. In the end, it is okay. Something else is if you just insult someone, if you just drop buildings in a way, in a pattern that it shall insult someone, if you drop a forward wonder on someone and stuff like this, that's something else. That's just like in football, if you just put the ball in front of the goal and just put it in with your head by laying down, then you can of course be thrown off the ground. Even that's the disrespectful move. But so far it's fine, and we're still on VO. So yeah, I'll leave the real comments, my real thoughts, to my own channel, and there I will say everything I want, of course. But for now, let's keep it as professional as possible and start the game. Are you in?
I'll fire it up right now.
Perfect. Then I'm gonna do the
There we go.
countdown.
Paused. Overlay is gone. F11.
The overlay
Yeah,
is
that's a
gone.
little tip. That's a little tip for the chat as well. If you ever fire up a game through Voobly and the spectator overlay is not up for some reason, all you have to do is press F11
Yeah, exactly.
and or whatever keybind you have for the in-game time.
Yeah, it's wonderful. This game, we have so many wonderful players. Okay, then enough with the sarcasm, and let's start. 3, 2, 1, go. And I'll fire up Capture H. I'll fire up Absolutely
Let's
official
hope it doesn't
somewhere.
crash.
And here we go. So let's check it out. Do you wanna go for some beginning session again? Introduce
So
the
this
players.
one's like a north. So this one's like a north and south kind of deal. Okay, so
Yay.
starting from the north side, we have Team Heresy. To the left flank, we have Fëanor playing as the Italians. In their pocket, we have Nili. He's the pocket this time,
Yay.
operating the Malay. And to their right flank, we have Sato playing as the Japanese. To the
Okay.
south of the map, so to their right flank, we have Hera playing in the as Aztecs. I was right about to say their color again.
All good.
In the pocket, we have Hart playing as the Huns. And to the left flank, we have Leary playing as the Koreans.
Mm.
Well, another toxic civ choice, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. Koreans.
Uh,
I mean, of course, on water they are actually quite interesting. During MSC, they were insane. They were a top civilization. But
yeah.
obviously, it's different in this case. First of all, let's talk about Criss-cross for a second. It's not the rapper's name, but it's actually the name of this map, where we have
Uh-huh.
a huge amount of pawns. It reminds you of, well, basically cross, but additional pawns as well. There are so-called safer pawns. There are so-called more dangerous pawns and whatever. So this way, as you described it, we have a north and south, well, type of
Nomad
situation.
saying, "Oh, f this game. That's not promising.
Yeah. So we
I will
have
tough it out."
just one single safe pawn for every team, so to speak, because now the flanks could go for this middle pawn on the left and on the right in each situation. Or wait, I'm actually
Well, we
no,
have
it's
to see if it's
actually
the last game or not.
yeah. I'm just trying to evaluate this. Yeah, it's a bit tough. It's a bit tough. I find that the left hand side here for Fëanor is actually quite safe because he could be able to protect the huge pawn on the left, but also the middle pawn is accessible for all the players. We'll see where this is going, but with Koreans, of course, you can maybe expect some really strange stuff.
Famous for towers, but on like maps that have some water on it like this, I think Koreans can serve as kind of like an interesting fail-safe of sorts. And what I mean by that is, let's say AM were to suffer for whatever reason lose water control, and like let's say the central pond or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, fire ships dominating that part of the game. But if you can get to Castle Age, you can do a nice little comeback with a couple of turtle ships. Like they're super expensive, but they can pay for themselves many times over against fire ships. They
Mm.
like kill. They just destroy them in 2 or 3 shots. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that might be something to keep in mind. I'm just currently fascinated by Larry's failed attempt to actually get a boar here. He tried to steal it, and he's still trying to go for it, but he's been caught by Fëanor now. He's not going to make it, I guess. Yeah,
Yeah,
seems like that.
just bail, man. You're not gonna get there. Oh no, he's gonna be stubborn again. With only one poke at that boar, I don't think it's gonna maintain aggro.
Yeah, currently it still is fast. It's very fascinating, but you're right. It's also quite risky what he does. But very soon it's gonna be
Fëanor
inside of the
trying to
base, man.
block this boar. It's tricky.
Yeah, he gave up.
Come
He gave up.
on,
Libby got it.
we'll
It's
lose aggro.
incredible how he got it. I mean,
That's got to be frustrating.
yeah, very frustrating. And of course, Lily now with a huge smirk on his face, I can reckon. I mean, it's just what the hell? How is he able to do this? I
Oh
mean,
my
it's not
god.
even. I don't want to say, wow, it's a masterpiece. It's MBL. It's just, it was luck, and
I
of
was
course a bit
thinking
of
about
skill.
that. This is MBL.
Yeah, yeah.
Fëanor lost to boar and he's still going up
Mm-hmm.
at 20 pop.
Yeah, well, he
I
has
guess he's
Italians,
riding on
right?
the. Yeah, but will he still have enough? He's only had like 200 something food. You need 425 to go up. Not taking berries. I don't think he lured in a single deer. Yeah, he's just gonna have to
Okay.
make more villagers.
Well, okay. I thought he was closer to clicking up actually, but nope, not at all. It seems tough, and he's going forward, by the way, with a set
Very
of 3
interest.
vills.
Very interesting decision from Team Heresy. So Sito and Fëanor take the corner pawn. Nili's AM has not contested the center at all.
Hmm. Question is, do they need to do this? For Fino, for instance, super aggressive walling here, right? Couldn't be more
Uh-huh.
aggressive than that. Also, super huge investment, a lot of
Like,
idle time.
is he walling, or is he trying to wall? Is he walling himself, or is he trying to wall Leary in?
He
Because
tries to
this is
wall
super
Leary in.
far forward.
Yeah, but how many volts, man? This is insane. This is just insane.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Six,
5,
six in total.
6.
I guess it's six. Yeah, it's
Oh,
six in
there it
total.
was.
Oh my god, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
Fëanor is mad.
GG to that economy then, of
Fëanor
course.
mad.
Mm, crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Let's see. Maybe Nili is going to be able to make a difference here. He has a very strong civilization. Also, Sito, man. He is Japanese after all. He's going to have a nice economy, safe economy.
What is the worst map in your opinion? I think most maps honestly can be fun if you do it in short bursts. Honestly,
Yeah.
like for example, I mean, I on paper don't really enjoy Black Forest, but every now and then I like to just play a game or two in single player just to chill out.
Yeah,
So
for sure. It's actually quite nice. I mean, as you said, short bursts. It's nice. It's nice. I like. But I don't like.
Fëanor's so confident that
Yeah,
Lear's going to be
exactly.
holed up in his base that he's taking. It looks like he's taking one of his forward golds.
Yeah, I don't
Is
like to
that
see this at all, man.
Leary? 1, 2. Oh no, that's one of his golds by the looks of it. Unless what? Oh wait, sorry. When I looked at the south, that's Heart's gold. I think that is Leary's gold out there.
Yeah, it should be like that. I'm just asking myself, legit, what is he gonna do with that one? What is his plan now? After he's walled in his opponent, it's not even, there's pawns on the right and the left. You can actually transport ship if you don't even want to engage with these palisades. You can just, transport ship over and then that's that. And no
Yeah,
one's
it's
gonna
an
be
interesting
finding out
dynamic
about this.
for amphibious maps like this, and it's for that reason that I definitely like. Well, we're talking about this whole idea of memeing
Yeah,
around for AM,
yeah.
but obviously, Heresy's Civ lineup is much far superior for this kind of map
Mm-hmm.
because Japanese excel in amphibious maps. They're kind of like a hybrid land and water type of map.
Yeah.
Same thing with, I guess Malay is more geared towards Navy, but they have a reasonable ability to compete on water as well. Italian's also somewhat amphibious.
Mm-hmm.
Nice military tech tree. Potential for decent power spikes with their cheaper advance, the cheaper fishing ships for
Yeah.
a nice little fish boom.
Yeah, I agree. There's possibilities. There's possibilities. But what we don't see at the moment is any kind of engagement that is considered as aggressive, in my opinion. We had a bit of
Yeah,
a back and forth on the right hand side, but that is all.
it's pretty slow, all things considered.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Libby is
I
going for
was not
Castle Age, by
expecting
the way.
this, honestly.
Mm.
Whenever I see water in these kinds of a decent amount of water in these high level matchups, I always think both teams are just going to be cuckoo about trying to contest water control.
Yeah, yeah.
Looks like maybe Heresy's like that, but AM is just content to just not contest the middle.
And also
It's
the
going to
right hand
be,
side. If you look at that pawn, it's Hera
yeah.
just harassing Sito without any kind of force coming back from the French player. It's very, very sad.
With the exception, with the exception of that, obviously, that's the one bit of action this
Yeah,
game so
exactly.
far.
So far, that's that, and it's actually just a one-sided event here. It's basically the Canadian player taking
Yeah.
over, and that's all.
Aztec Navy is absolutely atrocious.
Yeah, because of the output
later
rate.
on in the game, but it's an atrocious Navy tech tree. But in the early game, it's actually pretty decent
very, very
because
useful,
their
yeah.
galleys pump out faster.
Mm-hmm.
Look
Yeah,
at just
later on,
how
not so
long it's
much.
taking for these Japanese fishing ships to go down.
Yeah, but still, it's not changing.
Can't fish.
He's killing fish in the end, and that is all what's going to happen on the left-hand
It's
side.
terrible.
We look at what Liri does here, dropping that tower, of course, benefiting from that Korean's bonus. And that's gonna be that. Market being denied. Fëanor once again pushed into some stone walls. That seems somewhat successful, even though the right-hand side is still fragile. And I have the feeling that Fëanor is trusting his walling technique a bit too much because we still have the option of landing here. If the right-hand side is being
Yeah.
contested, which is the case, because Heresy is there, the left-hand side is still completely open. You can just take this one transport ship if you like, get the voters.
Sato's archers caught out of position by a bunch of scouts.
Not good, man. Not good.
His toe lost the water, lost his fishing eco, so he wanted to try and counterattack Hera. I don't think he counted on Hart being there to support.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Hart on
it's
his way to Castle Age as well.
not good. Not good.
This is something I would definitely like to learn for these kinds of hybrid maps.
Yeah.
How to adapt your common aggressive types of strategies around a fish boom,
Mm-hmm.
so you
Mm-hmm.
can have a good uptime like this.
Yeah. Yeah, this completely changing your build order. The focus is completely different, and you benefit a lot from it if you do it correctly. Of
Dear
course,
Stark, please make a build order video.
exactly. We need to wait for the Holy Lord, even though he is quite inactive lately. I hope he's gonna be
Yeah,
back very
he
soon.
is.
I hope
Part
so.
of me wonders if he's because like when one of his more recent videos, I think it was against Carlotta, where he random Teutons twice, and Stark was just so annoyed by that because there's just going to be tower aggression for days.
Yeah.
And I think he's mentioned how he's disgusted by the tower meta. So
Yeah, it's very
I
boring
wouldn't
for
be
sure.
surprised if that's what ended up making him leave.
Yeah. Maybe the upcoming update's gonna be nicer. Maybe that's gonna change something, but we'll see. I'm hoping for the best, of course. Left hand side
At least I
seems
know
very
for
green,
at
by the
least I
way.
know for Nomad, he's a bit pessimistic on the proposed tower changes because he thinks it's gonna. He believes it's going to favor the aggressor still
So
than
what's
the
the
defender.
change? Are we even
Well, I
wait?
didn't.
Is it published information or is it a definitive edition information? Because I haven't heard anything about this. If it's confidential, then we cannot talk about this on stream,
I
especially.
mean, I didn't sign an NDA.
Okay,
I mean,
let's
I
skip
just
this. Let's
remember
skip
seeing
this.
a
Maybe
post
let's talk
somewhere.
about
Yeah,
this
sure,
another
whatever.
time. Maybe
All right, whatever.
it's fine, but interesting though.
Yeah, let's not risk it.
Yeah, let's not risk it. So I was going to say Fenor is relying on his stone walls. He has 900 HP on them as he's still not in Castle Age. Right hand side is a mixture because we have Sito with some nice melee battle elephants, cheaper cost. Even for the future, Heresy could be very important, but of course that's a long way to go. And until then, we have Hart, we have Hera, who might struggle against these elephants. But there's just a single elephant, and besides that, I just don't see too much. 2v1 on the right hand side, and literally keeping Fenor busy himself. At last, these walls are now finally able to defend, meaning that these casual 5 mangonels will take a bit longer to go through before that forward university is going up by Larry, and more stuff gonna happen afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we'll check. We'll
Imagine.
check. So what else to be expected? Water situation, very good for Aftermath. We have 1, 2, 3 pawns actually
Okay,
in
it
the
was
hands of.
it was officially announced. Okay, so whatever. So
Okay,
if you want the details, just read what Nomatophobia is writing right now.
okay, it's revealed officially that yeah, we'll
Oh,
see.
there we go. The Malay fish traps from Nili.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic. It's fantastic,
Not
man.
a single farm. It's just an entirely fish trap based economy.
Yeah, it can work, but you also need to invest quite quite fast in some kind of way just to make sure that you can help out your buddies, because on the right hand side it looks terrible. If you look at that, Sito now welcoming a set of crossbowmen. We have knights, and what you want to do, you're up alone, and very slowly Nearly is not arriving with the elephants, but that might not be enough, man.
Yeah,
Oh
there we
yeah.
go. That university is probably for ballistics, I would assume, for Leary.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Oh my god, almost 900 stone in the bank. He's just going ham with the towers.
Yeah, and he just, once again, similar to the Khmer game, Libby is just on mangonels here. And towers. And yeah,
Leary
as long as
is
it works.
dying. Sorry. Leary is making Fëanor die,
Yeah,
killing him.
very unfortunate.
Burnt
And a
elephant.
very big mess on the right hand side. It's basically Hera and Hart bullying their opponents, keeping everyone busy. If we look at the vill count though, Nilly, fantastic amount of vills, fantastic.
This is like deja vu for Heresy's side, except it's not Fëanor that's being pressured
Yeah,
by knights and crossbows right now.
yeah,
This
yeah.
time it's Sito.
And Sito was also being pressured in the first game, unfortunately. And yeah, it's just Libby once again single-handedly taking care of Fëanor like that. And it seems more than grim. There is a castle now for Fëanor. I'm not entirely sure how that is going to solve the issue, especially that position. But he can also not afford putting it somewhere else. It's maybe his last chance to do anything here.
Nilly is trickling in elephants. Please do not trickle in expensive units like elephants, man.
Yeah,
You're just getting picked off one by these crossbows.
yeah, it's not too healthy. At least they're not as expensive as for other civs, but it's
Yeah.
not going to solve the problem. It's not going to solve anything here if it continues like that, and therefore, let's wait.
Yes, Toe. He's struggling.
Well, wonderful move of Hera,
His
also
crossbow
forward
army
monks.
is dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Nilly effectively has the largest score just because of this insane fish trap economy he's building. How many is that? 43 fishing ships. Three more are idle.
That's beautiful. He has the
It's
economy.
like an imperial age food economy in Castle Age.
Yeah. But
He can go up to imperial age, but into what?
Yeah, into
I
what
wonder.
exactly? What is he gonna do? Because his elephants become obsolete now because Hera with his monks doing the right thing, and that's it. That's it.
Looks like Hera told me he felt his monk micro is pretty poor, but it looks like he's doing a decent enough job at dealing with these elephants.
Yeah, very sad stuff. Very sad stuff. It might be over here. It's match point game for Aftermath, and very soon, both Sito and Fëanor. I mean, Fëanor already, but Sito probably gonna admit that it's over as well.
Death powers. The only proper way to win with Koreans. How many mangonels is this?
Yeah, 10. We have 10
Oh my
mangonels at
God.
least. A lot of
It's
guard
like
towers.
This is like a double Siege Workshop rush on Arena.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. So many successful monk conversions. Aztecs monks, as we know, one of the very best in the game.
This hurts to watch.
Yeah, it's time to actually let go of these battle elephants, do something else, but Nilly is just constantly pumping them out.
Very correct Nomad. This is why, yeah, you need a big mass of them, and then just charge inside.
Yeah. Yeah. Easier said than done, of course, because Nilly needs to help out on both sides. I think he is actually fulfilling his role as a pocket as decently as possible, according to the circumstances. But that's not going to be enough because Fëanor is non-existent now.
I kind of wish I was in Hera's shoes in this game right now, because I like some good monk micro.
Yeah, yeah. Even more so, it's just you know, together with Hard, everything is just kept stable here. Left hand side, literally doing the same strat just like in game one, right? He has the nice gates, keeps everything safe, and then he's gonna come closer and closer. And that's it. That's it. Alright, now an Imperial Age as well.
Oh dear.
Cavalier incoming for him. He has the Huns after all. It's gonna be nice with +4. He's gonna be even more durable. Coming close to the TCs will not hurt him too much.
Looks like I'm very behind. Mentioned Cavalier switch.
Yeah, 32 minutes and 45, 46, 47, 48.
Yeah, I was like a full minute behind or something. How the heck did that happen?
It's fine, man. You can catch up. It's all good. I am at
Yeah, I caught up.
33, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on.
Okay, good to
Awesome.
go.
Awesome. Yeah. How to estimate the situation? I think it's more than over. Both flanks are gone. Nilly himself will not be able to take on 3 opponents like that. And very soon with the cavalry upgrades.
He could if he drops a castle, researches Thalassocracy, and just spams harbors everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. That will take a lot of time. I wonder if he doesn't have Heresy yet, right?
Elite Battle Elephant.
Yeah, he doesn't have Heresy, but he has Elite Battle Elephants. Very sad.
Still someone trickling them inside. 2 more conversions for Hera. I can't wait to see his conversion tally for this one.
Yeah. Wow. Simply wow.
Okay, Nilly finally wised up. He's gonna pull back and try and mass him up, but still, it looks like it's way too late, man. Lyria has completely dominated Fëanor. Hera is dominated Sito.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for it at this point. Really, there's not much to say anymore. If you look at the will count here, 37 wills for Fëanor, 28 for Sito.
These Aztec Wooloo monsters with 75 HP.
Yeah.
19 monks and counting for Hera.
And there we go. Nilly now going for the final attack, I reckon.
7 monasteries. Ooh, this is gonna be a real test of Monk Miker right here.
Yeah, he does have Heresy now, though. That's gonna save a lot of trouble, but
2, 3, 4, 5.
so many
6.
elephants dying, man. There we go. There we go. Come on, take him down.
Oh, did he get Heresy?
Yeah, as I said, they're all dying.
Because I'm hearing conversion sounds. Okay, because I didn't see it.
Yeah, I'm just, waiting for Nilly to realize that might be not possible anymore. I mean, those very, very strong 80 HP monks for now. Yeah.
Wonder if Lyria's ever had to get Heresy in a team game before. This might be a first for him, for all I know. Paladins from the Huns against fully upgraded Malay battle elephants.
It's crazy stuff, man. It's crazy stuff. The elephants are
Nilly's
still
gold count is not looking too healthy.
Everything is unhealthy, man. Everything is unhealthy, but the monks of Hera really, really strong, and in my opinion, decently
Nilly
macroed.
must be losing his mind right about now with all this Wooloo.
Yeah. You got everything, man. You got block printing, illumination, everything is just working well, and maybe Nilly is now gonna say, okay, that might not work anymore. Muskat Nus Baumrinde, thanks for the subscription, by the way. That is gonna increase the chances for you to take part of the raffle on behalf of Fiel.
So it looks like Aztec's pick wasn't a complete meme pick after all.
Yeah, I mean, it's working, and people call it trolling. Of course, it's quite an unusual view to see that many mangonels on a map like Criss-cross, but on Arena, it's happening a lot. On Black Forest, it's happening a lot. It's a thing, right? It could be worse, and there's no
herbal
outpost dropped
medicine
in a offensive way. But yeah, herbal medicine, why not? Because you need to spice up the HP of your monks, so you just get it.
80 is not enough for Hera. For a person who despises Arena, he certainly had no problems with turning this game into Arena.
Exactly.
It's like if I didn't know any better, I would have said Fuat took over his account. Look at all these monks.
Fuat, man, nice. So yeah,
I finally was able to beat him in a fair 1v1.
Nice one, man. Awesome.
Oh, it was so freaking tricky though. I had like 30 monks inside my base.
Very nice. I told you, man, if you continue, you can do it, and you can even become better. And yeah, Fuad is just one step, and maybe one day you'll be up against the big arena lords themselves. Hopefully,
I hope so.
So, that's it. Aftermath 3-0 SY also with a similar result, and then
count for Nilly.
Let's go back here and just review the situation that we're in now. Having a quick look at the brackets, maybe. What's that? That's not the real brackets. That's the real brackets, if I recall correctly. Yeah, Rise to Glory. Let's check it out. So we have Aftermath winning and also SY winning. So they will be up next in round 2, SY versus Aftermath. Do you have any idea who's going to take that? Who's going to be favorite here?
SY versus Aftermath. Ooh, that's a very interesting one.
Keep in mind,
they're among the
Yo,
top teams.
Yeah, there's Yo, Lix, Jibatong, and even Vivi. And on the other side, we have the players that we've just seen, right? So that's going to be Hera. There's going to be also Larry and Hart. if I think about it, I still assume that SY is going to have the upper hand because
Yeah,
even
I
though it
think so
seems very
too,
easy
actually.
for Aftermath now, SY is a whole different thing. SY has very active players. Even Jibbatong is extremely strong. I would say
Yeah,
that
he's really
Jibbatong,
improved a lot
yeah,
lately.
I mean, he had playing sessions of 10 hours in a row, so for many, many days, countless days. I think that
Hmm.
he could beat Hart easily, even in comparison. So and then if we think that there's Yo, that there's even Licks, or there's even the option of Vivi, that's so tough. In my opinion, SY one of the favorites over here. But later on there might be even secrets. There's still Somi in the tournament. We have the outsiders. There and even the Heresy A team is very strong, right? We have Dogao, we have Miguel Zian, so that can work as well.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
we'll
I
check it
would
out.
definitely favor SY just based on that lineup you were talking about.
Hmm. Yeah,
um,
I'd say so as well,
it's
most likely.
hard to say. I mean, because Hart, obviously, rating wise, he's definitely a bit lower compared to Leary, or at least
Yeah, for
Leary at his
sure,
peak and Hera at his peak as well.
for
But
sure.
then again, I mean, in a team game setting, it could be a different story.
Yeah, I mean Hart can boom really well. I guess he is the boomer amongst those guys there.
Hmm.
I mean, Hera could take a Hans boom or something like this, but that's not his specialty. I mean, Hans is a specialty, but not as a booming player in a team game. I would say that Hart is more suitable for that one. But
Yeah,
yeah, with SY,
he's
I don't
got
know.
sort of an itchy trigger finger of sorts, where Hera's his APM so high,
Hmm.
like he just demands to be aggressive.
Yeah, that is for certain.
He's like, he doesn't have the patience to just sit back and boom.
Exactly. I would definitely agree with that one. So we'll see. It's round number 2 that is going to start next week. Until then, we still have more games on Sunday, just one more game. Originally, we decided to have the Secret versus Denmark, but that was decided due to automatic win. Admin win, I mean, Secret is on round number 2.
Denmark, who would have been
Yes,
part of that? Would Dobbs have been in that?
maybe. I guess
Hmm.
so. Then there's VNA versus Argentina still on Sunday. So I recommend everyone to tune in there as well on Sunday. I'm not entirely sure what the timing is going to be, but in the evening, check it out on AOE Zone. But next week, we'll start with round number 2 as well. And then all of the casters will be there again. There's going to be Nova. There's going to be, I don't know if Nomad is going to be around. Potentially, I will be around, and the others most likely as well. We'll see. We'll see. Um, but yeah, that's that. So I